let's go ahead and climb into some trucks as we keep the night going with the Just a Trim Pro 2 Lite Championship here at AMX. I'm joined in the booth this time with Cody Harrelson. Cody, how's your night going so far?
Oh, we're off to a good start, Frank. Got fourth in the cross cars, and now we're up here in the booth going to watch some big trucks.
Yeah, it's always fun when you kind of climb out of the zippy little cars and into the trucks where you can kind of get away with a little bit more beating and banging. So, yeah, we got about 3 minutes here left of warm-up. Let the drivers get a couple laps in to get familiar with it. And while they do that, I just want to point out that we invite you to join us with the AMX Fantasy. It's not too late to go over to amxiracing.com, get signed up, pick your drivers for tonight, let them score you some points. Right now, we got Eddie Farnes, Cody Winecki, Solomon Borgener, 1, 2, and 3. Actually tied up there with Nick Nowak, too, and then Eddie Farnes. So that's how it's shaping up on the fantasy side. And speaking of standings, we're introducing the drop week, so that's why we had some jumbling here in the standings. But Cody Winecki still up top. Zap Drapkin in second. Sean Winkler third in points overall. Chase Greer, Connor Berry fifth, and pretty much going down the tree from there. So, Cody, what are you thinking so far in the season?
Well, it's a little early to tell, but it's definitely not shaping out the way I thought it was. See some different names at the top of the board than I originally thought we would, but there's still a lot of racing left to go, and it'll be interesting to see what we see.
Yeah, you know, I'm happy to see Winecki, you know, our points leader. He's put in some great runs. Drapkin right behind him. I know Drapkin last week at Crandon kind of struggled with the 6th place finish, but, you know, Zach's got speed. He's definitely one of mine to watch tonight. I don't know, anyone's point jumping out at you?
I mean, I don't know. I really don't.
It's getting harder and harder to call these, isn't it?
Yeah, once you think you know who is going to be up front, it turns on a dime.
Yeah, and we're watching the drivers right now on the screen go through turn 2. I have a feeling that's going to be the cause of a lot of misery tonight. A lot of people trying to kind of take the inside there on turn 1 and then try to cross the track and get set up, or they end up kind of on the outside of turn 2 and panic and end up causing almost a bottleneck. So that's going to be a part of the track. I'm really going to be interested to kind of watch tonight because we see that time and time again here at Wild West.
Yeah, I'd pay attention to turn 1 on the start and restart as well. It's going to get wild through 1 and 2 on the starts and restarts.
Yeah, well, if you haven't joined us before, kind of the format for tonight, we do some heat races and then an LCQ. Looking like we might need one tonight. We'll see kind of how the admins have configured it. And do a trophy dash and then a 15-lap main event. So if you got a favorite driver, give them a shout out right now. They love to see it as we get ready to throw the flag to wade these guys in and get the night moving along. Well, Cody, we'll kick off the night, like I said, with some heat races as they draw their pills, and we'll see how it shapes up. With Heat 1, it's going to be Joseph Brooks, Connor Berry outside of him, Zach Clifton, Nick Nowak, Justin Bennett, David Holdren, Dale, Zap Drapkin, and Drake Matag are going to be the 9 drivers making up Heat 1 tonight. 4 laps, top 4 advance. And they do get some points for this.
Yeah, passing points are going to be a big thing, especially for a guy like Drake Matag who gets to start at the tail end of the field. You can always count on him to be making some moves, and the guy up front on the outside, you can bet he's going to be a contender for this win.
Yeah, and as Anthony and I pointed out during the cross cars, the 4 laps go really quick here. So if you're in the back and you want a good spot to start, you got to move quick to move your way up.
Yeah, just 4 corners, so it's gonna go quick. It's a fast track. It's a fun track. I love it. I love it here.
Yeah, I got a lot of love out here for Joe. He's been fun to watch throughout the series. He's been driving really well these past few rounds.
As the field will let the pace car go into pit lane, they're gonna roll around here about 35 mile an hour and wait for the starter to wave the green flag.
Green flag.
And there it is.
And we are racing as Connor getting the early bumper out front of Joseph. Joseph gonna tag the wall, push up a little bit. Connor's gonna come out with the early lead, Frank.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by that. Connor is so good at this track, both in the lights and the Pro 2s themselves.
Another guy that's quietly good, sitting right there in second place, Nick Nowak, Mr. Consistency, running up front in the heat race. You can almost bet on him to stay up there.
Yeah, it looks like David applying some pressure to Drapkin right now just to make sure he's secured for the main event in case there is an LCQ.
As David putting it in on Drapkin, they're going to be trading some paint through turn 1.
Yeah, David's going to be set up on the inside here.
You can expect Drapkin to give him a little bit of left side loving back here. Maybe, but no.
That's going to drop Zach back to 5th. We'll see if he's got anything to answer with.
As don't look now, but there's Drake Matag quietly closing in on this battle.
Yeah, as these two battle, I'm sure Matag and Bennett's back there too. Well, Justin's a little bit further back than I originally thought, but never too late to try to make something happen.
As we take a look back up front, Connor Berry with a 1.3 second lead over Nick. Out there just keeping that truck nice and clean.
Yeah, Nick's got some company from Brooks right now.
Yeah, Joseph starting to apply that pressure. Joseph wants to move up another row for that heat race, or that feature race, sorry. Currently locked into the feature as of right now, barring any mistakes.
Just like that, white flag's out.
As Connor Berry coming down into turn 2 for the final time tonight, or final time in this heat race, not tonight. Still got a lot of racing left to do, Frank.
Hopefully not tonight. But no,
everybody pretty single filed out.
I was going to say, if this is a sign of things to come from Connor, the field's going to have some stiff competition.
Yeah, I'll have to check through my notes after this heat race to see who the 3 going to the rear of the field is going to be in tonight's feature event.
That's right, the trucks do get put to the rear.
No bad juju on Joseph Carroll. All good love.
So Barry,
As
Nowak, Brooks, and Holdren are going to be your top 4 guaranteed in. As we pull the trucks off and get ready for heat number 2 to come on out. So heat number 2 is going to see Patrick Solari out front, Cody Winecki outside of him, Eddie Farnes, Nathan Metoxen, Anthony James, Chase Greer, Taylor Vanden Bush, Solomon Borshiner, and Sean Winkler making up the heat. Again, 4 laps going to make it up. Let's see what they got for him.
Big news alert, Frank. That heat race win is not going to do Connor Berry any good, as he has got to start from the rear of the field tonight.
So just some extra points for him, and he'll have to make his way through traffic.
Joining him in the rear of the field tonight is going to be Cody Winecki and Sean Winkler.
Yeah, and just for the audience tuning in, what's the idea or the purpose for putting last week's winners in the rear?
It's just something we do over here at AMX, just trying to kind of even out the playing field, put those fast guys that are really good in the back. If they finished in the top 3 the week before, they get a start in the rear of the field just for some added fun, added pressure, added excitement, Frank.
Yeah, it does make for some fun racing, especially when you got a field to kind of maneuver your way through. So, looks like these guys are going to start rolling here. Metoxen's got a good-looking truck.
Yeah, we'll say it's decent. I tell you who's got a good-looking truck, that 217. I'm a little partial to that one.
Coming down. Green flag's in the air, just waiting for it to drop.
Green flag.
As we go racing, Frank.
Yeah, Heat 2's underway.
Cody with a little bit of a jump early. Patrick hanging right there on the inside. Patrick's going to get that early lead coming out of turn 1, but Cody's going to battle back.
Did Patrick just make that move on the outside? Was he able to get a drive and kind of slingshot himself around?
That was Cody on the outside, Frank.
Oh, Cody, my bad. I looked down to look at some of my notes, looked up, and I just
These
saw
guys
Cody
side
flying.
by side through the first 3 corners. Cody Winecki going to come out with that early lead. Patrick going to tuck right behind in second. Eddie Farnes coming out in third. Nathan giving Eddie a little bump, says, "Get out of my way, I got to go."
Yeah, these two are going to be fun watching going into turn 1. See if Eddie can't kind of set him up. Nope, it looks like Metoxen's going to kind of keep him wedged to the outside, and that's going to stall out Eddie's momentum there and allow everyone else in that field to kind of close that gap on him.
Yeah, unfortunately, Eddie got a little bit of a bad landing off that front stretch jump as he gets sideways into that corner too and gets Taylor into him.
Solomon up into the wall. You and I talked about it, turn 2. It's going to be a lot of drivers with some hurt feelings.
As Taylor getting a little sideways out of turn 3, he's going to stack the back half of the field up. As it's Cody, Patrick, Nathan, and Eddie, top 4 so far.
Sean Winkler sitting 5th.
Oh, Anthony catching the fence out of turn 4. That's going to put an end to his heat race.
Just can't seem to catch a break.
As we look back up front with Cody Winecki having a 1.4 second lead over Patrick. Patrick holding serve in second over Nathan Metoxen back in third.
Look at this battle for final transfer.
Yeah, Sean trying to work his way into the main event, trying to lock it up, making sure he actually has a starting spot.
It's like the 89
As Eddie's
Taylor
looking for
getting
the
into the back of him.
crossover. Eddie was looking for the crossover, caught the front end of Taylor's truck. That's going to kill his momentum and let Sean just drive away as we just took the white flag, Frank.
Yeah, Cody Winecki out to about a 1.5 second lead. I'm sure he's appreciating that. Patrick behind him. kind of uncontested at the moment. So really, Sean, if he can just keep all that chaos behind him, he'll have a guaranteed spot going into the feature tonight.
As coming out of 4 for the last time, Cody Wieniecki is going to take your Heat 2 checkered flag, followed by Patrick Slory, Nathan Metoxen, and Sean Winkler. Everybody else will be going to the LCQ.
Yeah, we'll see if we got one more heat. I think probably not. I believe that's everyone who ran. So let's see what the admins are going to do here. Looks like just waiting for Anthony to complete that lap to make it official. And yes, we are running an LCQ. So competing for position, more or less, we're going to have Zach Drapkin out front, Taylor Vanden Bush, Drake Matag, Eddie Farnes outside of him, Dale, Chase Greer, Justin Bennett, Anthony James, Zach Clifton, and Solomon Borshiner will make up the LCQ. Another 4 laps, and I have a feeling most everyone's probably going to advance. I'll see if you have any insider knowledge there, Cody.
Unfortunately, I do not.
Yeah, we did not get the notes from the drivers' meeting, unfortunately. But I have a feeling if they're following the format from the cross cars, I have a feeling everyone's going to transfer in. So really, it's just an opportunity to try to make up some spots on the starting grid and set yourself up in a good position. Just waiting on base car to move here so we can get back underway. Looks like Zach finding drive, so that's a good sign.
As we get rolling in our LCQ.
I can tell Zach's eager to get going.
Green flag.
And
Flag's
green
out.
flag is out, Frank.
Let's go racing.
Drapkin with that nose advantage, getting the push by Drake Matag. It's going to be Zach and Drake getting the first 2 spots, Taylor to follow, and Eddie in 4th.
A little bit of contact there.
Eddie giving Taylor a little bit of a nudge. Taylor fighting back on the outside of Matag in turn 3. Can Taylor get the run going up the hill to stay there?
Right on board with Taylor for a moment. Shows what it looks like going into turn 1, pretty much full speed ahead. But Eddie's got some company.
As it looks like, Frank, we're taking top 8 to the feature.
Okay, so unfortunately 2 going to be packing it in. So right now Justin and Zach Clifton in the positions you do not want to be in.
As we watch the battle continue up front, Zach Drapkin's got it. Drake Matag wants it.
Those two drive
Drake.
so close to each other. It's remarkable.
Drake took a peek at Zach, thought better of it, falls back in line. Just trying to find Zach's weakness right now. Where can he get around at?
Zach is one of those drivers who plays great defense. If he...
You and I had...
Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, you and I were just having the same thought there, Frank.
Oh. There's
Not one that's
bump.
gonna... Not one that's going to move off of his line very easily, so... It's going to be... Wait, and hope he makes a mistake, or you're going to have to move him.
Yeah, as they're running right now, it looks like both Justin and Zach are about a 6-second deficit, so that's going to be hard to overcome with 1 lap to go. So the field, for the most part, is set unless there's a catastrophic mistake from Solomon or Dale or anyone else in the field for that matter. Huh, look at this for the lead.
As Zach putting on the blocker line on Taylor.
Oh,
Taylor on the inside
Drake
of
sending it
Drake.
inside.
Holy cow, he sends it in.
if you're going to make the move,
That's not
make
going to
it
help
big.
Drake very well.
Yeah, hopefully he's able to keep it going.
As everybody finishes out, it is going to be Clifton and I forget who the other one was. that are
Taylor Van
going
and
home.
Bush. Oh, Justin and Zach Clifton. So what we'll do now, kind of special here for the trucks, we'll do the 2-lap trophy dash. So the top 3 from the 2 heats will come on out. Do a 2-lap dash for an extra $5. Presented by that's BGM who's sponsoring it this year. So
one left, these 2 on the right.
we'll go ahead and wait for these guys to come on out. Get them
Taking
lined up.
top 3 from each heat, Frank.
Yeah, so it looks like it's going to be Nathan Metoxen, Cody Winecki, Joseph Brooks, Nick Nowak, Patrick, and Connor Berry. Now it's just a matter of what order they're going to line up in.
Connor Berry should start in first. Cody Winecki second. Nick Nowak third. Patrick Slory fourth. Joseph Brooks fifth. And Nathan Metoxen will round out your dash field.
Yeah, and just a reminder while these guys get going, don't forget to get your last-minute picks in for fantasy. You have up until the end of warm-up. So 5 minutes after these guys get their 2 laps in, go to amxiracing.com, click on the link for fantasy, get signed up, pick your drivers, and see if you can't get on the leaderboard here. As Connor Berry is going to lead us to green.
Not sure what happened on that start, but Connor not getting the launch that he needed.
Yeah,
that
Winecki's going to capitalize on that.
Gives the early lead to Cody Winecki. Patrick Slory in second. Connor Berry in the 3rd spot.
Yeah, Nick Nowak sitting 4th.
Can anybody get up there and challenge Cody for this top spot?
We'll find out. They got one more lap to do it. And while they go around one more time, I'll just point out real quick, if you go to amxiracing.com/TV, you can not only tune into the broadcast, but you have all the live timing and whatnot there. So some more fun tools and resources if you want to see how your driver's doing out there. Lap times, fastest lap, all the good stuff.
Frank, we're in week 3, right?
We are in week 3.
Just a little fun fact. The winner of the dash has been 2 for 2 so far this season on winning the dash and winning the feature.
So those are good odds for Cody Winecki as he comes across the line to secure that.
Connor Berry stealing 2nd place.
And Patrick behind him.
Patrick in 3rd.
So that will open up the field for these guys. They'll get about 5 minutes to get a couple laps in. Just get a feel for the track. And while they do that, Cody, let's take a look at what happened last week. The last couple laps as we were at Crandon. We've seen that week in and week out.
As Drake's pulled these guys back into his grasp, we have a 4-car battle for that top spot.
Yeah, looking throughout the rest of the field, looks like everyone else is still pretty much more or less in line with about a second separating everybody. So this is where the action is out on the track right now.
Yeah, 12 laps in the book, Frank, out of 13. These guys know it's coming to an end soon, and I would say they're probably going to start getting a little pushy here soon.
Yeah, that's the nature of the beast. Driving it a little bit harder as both Cody and Sean drag race down the backstretch here.
Cody's got that preferred line going into turn 1, hugging that wall tight. He's going to be able to pull out, I think, just enough. No. Sean's going to keep to his left side. That's going to open up that door that I talked about earlier for Sean to be on the inside going into gravel pit. I think Cody inched him out just enough. As don't look again, here comes Connor back into the mix of things.
Yeah, he's going to be
every
peaking
time
low.
These guys get side by side.
A little bit of contact as we take the white flag. So one more time around. And looks like the number 4 of Drake going around. Hopefully he doesn't collect up anybody else behind him. And that's pretty much going to cement these top 3.
Unfortunately, just catching Connor on the landing there, and it sent him right into that wall, and around he went. Tough break for Drake Matag. Looking so good all night long.
Yeah, so the real question is just how is this order going to shape up here? Because we'll see if Sean's got any late moves he can put on him. Although, yeah, it's a pretty big gap. I'd be kind of surprised if he's able to close that up. But I've seen crazy things here at Crandon.
These guys have opened up a gap on each other. Taking a look back at Chase in 4th, Nick in 5th, Zach Drapkin in 6th. All these guys having a good night. As Sean's just making the last ditch effort. Coming into Calamity Corner for the last time. Cody Winecki going to be able to bring it home in first on his birthday. Sean Winkler 2nd, Connor Berry 3rd, Chase Greer 4th, Nick Nowak 5th, Zach Drapkin 6.
Well, that was some good racing yesterday, or last week. Jeez, where's my mind at? So we'll see if Winecki, Winkler, and Barry can't come from the rear and make something happen. While we get the last few minutes in here, instead of asking you, Cody, who your picks are, I'll put it out to the audience. The chat is up. Let us know who you were thinking, who you're looking at. Are we going to be interviewing someone else on the podium tonight? I'm really hoping so. It's always fun when we get to talk to new drivers up here. So. Unfortunately, I don't have the official word yet from Race Control, but they should be wrapping up here soon. Probably another minute or so before they wave everybody in. And I agree, Carol. I think Joe, it's only a matter of time. He's been running so consistent, and this is one of those tracks where if he can just stay out of the wall and stay out of trouble, we've seen it with Nick Nowak. Consistency pays out. So I'm with you. I'd be excited to see him on a podium tonight.
I'm not picking anybody.
Yeah, we've been put in timeout enough. Guess we'll see if Drake Matag will have any big finish moves for us. We've shown what he's willing to do to make it happen.
Yeah, case in point, that last LCQ, or just threw it in and unfortunately didn't stick for him.
Yeah, well, let's go ahead and introduce our drivers for tonight's main event. 15 laps will make up the race. So out front, we got Connor Berry, who I believe will be going to the back. I'll let you double check my my notes on that. Cody Winecki, Nick Nowak, Patrick Solari making up the front two rows. Joseph Brooks, Nathan Metoxen, and then we have David Haldren, Sean Winkler, Zach Drapkin, Taylor Vanden Bush, and then Chase Greer behind them, Eddie Farnes, Anthony James, Drake Matag, Dale Sharp, and then Solomon Borschinger making up
and
the
to
field.
the rear, Frank, Cody Winecki, Sean Winkler, and Connor Berry.
Yeah, so we'll get the caution around lap 8, and they do get their fast repair if it is needed.
And only one lap back if they do go a lap down.
Which is unfortunate here at Wild West, because if you have to jump to the pits, usually you're going at least 2 laps down. So it is hard, unfortunately. Looks like we should be getting released here any moment. I'm sure driver's getting the last set of instructions over the radio right now.
Drivers going to the rear, going to pull out of line, let everybody else scoot up their rows. So on the pole now, looks like it's going to be Nick Nowak.
With Patrick
Outside of him, Patrick's. That's going to make up your new front row.
And Brooks sitting in a great spot to hopefully capitalize and make an inside move into turn 1.
You jinxed it. It's your fault.
I'm sure I'll get reprimanded later.
Green flag, green flag.
We'll let Carol take care of that.
Yeah, we're green flag here
As
for round
we
3.
are green flag racing. Patrick with a great start. He's going to pull that nose over. Getting a couple bumps from his teammate. Nick's going to come out with the lead. Patrick in second. Joseph Brooks and Nathan Metoxen fighting for that third spot.
Joseph playing it smart, kind of going wide, giving them room to beat and bang, and not giving up a position.
Setting himself up for the inside of turn 3. That's going to give him third. And Taylor Vandenbush now putting the pressure on Nathan for that fourth spot. And Drake Matag, he's going to rough his door in there.
I've been waiting a while to see Nick Nowak lead the lap here. I'm excited to see this. It's long due.
This is definitely one of his better tracks, so hopefully we can see good things from him today. As Patrick's starting to give him a challenge. We'll see what Patrick can do, laying the pressure on Nick.
A little bit of a love tap there, just let him know he's there.
As we look back in the pack, Matag's still putting that pressure on Taylor Vandenbush.
Yeah, Brooks trying to maintain that second gap, which I'm sure he's going to appreciate here.
And don't look now, but Connor Berry all the way up to P7 on lap 3.
Yeah, wasted no time making quick work of the back of the field.
Connor, one of those.
I know. I'm sorry.
Connor, one of those drivers in this these trucks that he's smart and knows where to put his truck, where not to put his truck, and one of the best at making the moves to get up front. So definitely keep an eye on him for the second half of this race, as Drake Matag taking that spot, fourth spot over Taylor Vandenbush.
We got to jump on board real quick with Patrick, 'cause these two have just been going at it.
Yeah, giving a good battle for the lead right here so far. Just trying everything he can to throw the kitchen sink at Nick, but Nick not moving off of his line. Just staying consistent, not letting Patrick get into his head.
Connor still.
Connor Berry now.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Did not mean to cut you off.
Connor Berry now putting the pressure on Taylor for that fifth spot. Pushes Taylor out just a little bit. Taylor's going to push him back down the track. Closes the door on Connor. Connor sticking that nose in, just trying to get it open back up.
And look who's lurking in the background there. We got Nathan Metoxen applying some pressure too.
As we go back up front, Patrick starting to nose Nick out. He's got that inside preferred line going through 3 and up into 4. Does Nick have anything through turn 4 to keep that top spot. No, Patrick's going to slam that door open. Patrick out with the lead.
Yeah, Joseph was looking to capitalize on that too. Unfortunately, he had to kind of get on the brakes, but a wise play kind of set him up. It looks like Drake's shooting for the inside as well, so a lot of shuffling happening up here in the front.
Yeah, Drake just throwing it in there. He took that third spot. Joseph trying to get it back. He's going to use the bumper.
Yeah, Joseph's driving really, really smart because Drake is really just throwing it in, and Joseph, I think, is really just kind of playing the long game here of wait for it to backfire on Matag, and when that happens, he'll be set up. Contact up front.
As Nick sends it in. Gets into Patrick a little bit. That's going to hurt Nick coming out of 4.
And we're going to go around
Able to
one more
slam
time.
the door on Matag. Oh, they're going to get together. Joseph trying to look around the outside, trying to make something off of this mistake. Drake trying to close the door on Nick. Nick's not going to take that lightly.
Yeah, we're going to take the caution this time by. So every position helps on the restart if you can keep all that chaos behind you.
Yeah, every position helps, but so does having friends out on the track, and Drake is not making any.
Patrick's
As
going
we
to
come
take
to
the caution this time by.
Drake Matag second, Nick in third, Joseph Brooks fourth, Taylor Vandenbush holding off Connor Berry for that top 5 position. As drivers will jump in trying to get that fast repair. As Patrick's going to lead him around to the back stretch, and we're going to start getting formed up for our Delaware double file restart. Leader will be out front by himself. Second place gets their choice of inside or outside. Third will go opposite of second, and then from there back it'll be evens left, odds right.
Yeah, so far an exciting first half. We'll kind of see how it shapes up as we go back to green. I've not seen anyone out that really needs a lap back, so or anyone in the pit. So it looks like everyone's just gonna more or less get lined back up, and we'll just roll right into the back half of this race.
Yeah, it looks like we should be getting ready to roll any minute now, so race control making probably just a few adjustments, maybe talking a little sense into some of these drivers.
We are rolling.
As Patrick's going to lead everybody around about 35 mile an hour. And we'll see him restart the race on him on top of the little plateau in front of the start-finish line.
That is the restart zone. We'll wait for him to fire here, and there he is.
As we are back green flag racing. As Matag and Nowak are going to go side by side into turn 1. Matag's going to edge him out. Nick's going to keep that right side.
Some beating and banging.
As Joseph and Vandenbush are beating on each other. Taylor, unfortunately, getting a little sideways. That's going to slow him up and let Connor Berry through.
Yeah, once you give Connor some clear track, that's dangerous.
For sure. You guys, they gotta be on their line and just not make very many mistakes to hold off Connor.
That's a lot of cars trying to make their way through turn 1.
Everybody looks like they're gonna do so somewhat in an orderly fashion. As we got a battle for the lead brewing, Frank. Oh, and a massive pile up in turn 2.
Looks like Anthony got involved in that one. Nathan the Toxin. Some names I see drop into the rear. Anthony jumping to the pits. So that's unfortunately probably going to concrete his night. But I'm fixated on this battle for a second right now.
Yeah, Nick not letting Drake get out of his reach yet. Can he find a way back around that number 4 truck? As Drake grabbing that inside wall, not going to affect him too much.
Yeah, Drake's making it very, very difficult to pass. So you almost have to wait for a mistake. Look at this battle for fourth between Brooks and Barry.
Yeah, Connor looking around the outside of Joseph Brooks. Joseph has that preferred line going into 4, but can he make it work? Connor hanging tough on the outside. He's going to slam the door. He's got that 4th spot.
I got to point
And
out,
we got
Zach Dravkin had a
12 laps
rough
down.
start to this race. He's back up to 8th. So shout out to him for getting through the pack and working his way towards the front again.
As we look back up front, Connor now taking that 3rd spot from Nick. Move Connor back up into a podium position. Can he get more? Brooks now putting that pressure back on Nowak again. Hasn't been able to make much of anything work on Nick yet, but he's hanging tough right on Nick's back bumper as we got a battle for the lead. Drake Matag on the inside of Patrick. Can he make it work through turn 1? Patrick hanging out on the outside, not letting Drake go quite yet. Patrick with the preferred line. He's going to give Drake a little bit of a door. A lot of a door. Drake's going to feed it back out of turn 2. Going into turn 3, Patrick again with that preferred line. They're swapping a lot of paint. That's not going to be good for those guys. As don't look now, here comes Connor Berry.
I was going to say, all that beating and banging really allowed Connor to move up into that 2nd spot. And Connor's now kind of playing a mediator between the two.
Yeah, as we come to lap 14, 2 laps to go. Can Patrick hold off Connor Berry? Connor looking on the inside of Patrick through turn 1. Bumping, beating. Patrick still hanging on the inside. Not going to let Connor go quite yet. Connor on the outside of turn 2, not where he wanted to be. That lets Drake in there. They're together.
That's going to allow Cody Wadecki to come on up. Nick Nowak's got a shot too. It's anybody's
It's a rough
game.
battle up front. Patrick escaping with the lead again. That puts Connor and Drake side by side. Drake's going to shut the door on Connor Berry.
We're going to take the white
Drake's
flag this time by.
Drake's going back to work on Patrick.
Drake forcing his way inside again. And then Patrick's going to set him up for turn 2. So it's almost the same play as before.
Drake Matag gonna try and look back inside. No, he's gonna.
Brooks over the wall.
As we look back up front, last-ditch effort. Drake's going to send it in on Patrick. Patrick's going to hold Drake off for that win. That's going to put Patrick first, Drake second, and there was a big tangle up. That leaves the door open for Drapkin in third, Winkler in fourth, sorry. Chase Greer fifth, Nick Nowak sixth. Taylor Vandenbush 7th, Eddie Farnes 8th, Connor Berry dropping all the way to 9th place. Wow, Frank, wow.
That was a big shake up there at the end. Really curious to hear what the drivers have to say about that. And while they get ready to talk to us, let's take a look at how they were scored coming across the line, where Patrick Solaria is credited with tonight's win. Drake Matag behind him. Zach Drapkin up to third. Sean Winkler fourth. Chase Greer fifth. Nick Nowak in sixth. And then Taylor Vandenbush, Eddie Farnes, Connor Berry unfortunately dropping to ninth. Then we have David Holdren, Dale Sharp, Joseph Brooks, Nathan Metoxen, Solomon Borshiner, and then unfortunately a lap down Cody Winecki and Anthony Janes. So that is how it is officially scored. I guess unofficially scored here at round 3. So do we have anybody ready to talk to us?
While we're waiting for these guys to get to the waiting room, let's go take a look back at what happened in turn 4 on that last lap, Frank.
Let me see if I can't get back there real quick. As apparently, there we go. Sometimes iRacing gets to be fun with us. We'll take a look here, the last lap. Because like you said, it was hard fought all the way around.
Yeah, specifically, I'd like to see what in the world happened back here with Connor and Nick Nowak.
Yeah, it looked like it was the... It looked like Connor, maybe some contact between the two, then... Overall, unfortunate.
As we got our top 3 finishers rolling in now, Frank.
All right, well, let's go ahead and grab them.
All right, so we got our 3rd place finisher, Zach Drapkin. Wow, what a finish, Zach.
Yeah, we could say that for sure.
Take us through that last lap. What happened there in your perspective, and how did you manage out that top 3?
Man, I gotta say, it was me and Sean pushing up the hill, just trying to make up time, and I saw Connor and Nick going at it pretty good on that last lap, and I was like, something's gonna happen because everybody wants that final spot. So I saw Connor checked up a little early in that bump, and Nick got underneath him, and they were spinning, and I was like, I'm going for it. I don't care. So I went to the bottom, did a little monster trucking in the off track. So hopefully I don't get penalized for that, but I'll take it. I'll take 3rd after going to the pits and whatever I can get. Bummed I got to start the back next week, but I'll take 3rd for tonight.
Yeah, I mean, if anybody's going to drive up through the field, I feel like you should be able to probably get that done next week.
Cody, I got to say, this field is stacked now. Like, that was probably one of the hardest races I've had to do to get through the field, and these guys are all competitive now. Congrats to Patrick for his first one. I think it's his first win in Amex. Don't quote me on that. But congrats. He was killing it. and me and Drake were just there. The whole field was fast, so I was just stoked
Yeah.
to be there at the finish.
You guys are definitely getting some stiffer competition, so glad to see it. It definitely makes these broadcasts fun. Why don't you go ahead and give a shout out to your friends, family, and sponsors?
Man, I got a big team behind me that backs this truck and keeps us rolling fast. It's Redline Oil, Signature Propellers, Competitive Edge Performance, Whittle Industries, Racecraft Academy, Sean Cody, and Cody with a K, Sign Pros, McMullen Racing, Skydive Elsinore, Downs with Motorsports, IBOC, and especially the whole AMX crew. You guys put together an awesome series. The broadcasts are great to watch. Frank, thank you for doing it, and Cody, great for what's it called? Infotainment or announcer. Sorry.
Well,
Too pumped right now. So
we appreciate it, and we can't wait to see you guys again next week.
where are we racing next week again?
We're taking it
I'd have to
to
look.
Crandon Short.
Yes, I love that track.
Hey, that means you don't have to start in the back.
I like it even more. Thanks, guys.
All right, well, we're joined up now with Drake Matag. Drake, you were fun to watch all night. Really, just like on the edge of what that truck can handle. And I know it kind of bit you there in the heat race, but you were able to put something together and drive it up to second place there on the night. What was on your mind? Were you trying to push it, or I'm just kind of curious what your strategy was for tonight.
The LCQ was definitely fun to say the least. Not really sure what I was going for in that last turn, but sent it. Didn't really work out, but so I had to start in the back, and it's short course, physical. Short course is always physical, so some people are upset about how I had to make passes, and honestly, boo-hoo. Like it's short course, things are physical, it's a tight track. What do you expect? These trucks are so slow, you don't have the speed to pass somebody on a straightaway. So, you got to get physical. It's short course racing. It's just how it's always been. It was fun for sure. Definitely starting in the back next week is going to be fun again. What track is next?
We're headed to
Crandon
Crandon
Short.
So almost the same thing, but almost not. Just a lot wider. So it should be fun.
I was going to say, fortunately for you, you're not going to have to worry about being sent to the rear because it's more or less fair game. But
Because you got to worry about the land rush.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Exactly.
it's one of those say what they want, but hey, you're sitting on the second block here, and you raced a good race from what we could see. Like you said, sometimes you just kind of got to put the nose in there and kind of force the issue, and it's the name of the game, especially in the lights. So we look forward to definitely watching you perform next week. I'm sure you got some people you want to give a shout out and thank for putting you up here, and I'll let you go ahead and do that.
All right. Thank you, guys.
As we bring in tonight's feature winner, Patrick. What a show you guys put on tonight.
I still can't believe I actually pulled it off.
Yeah, for sure. It was entertaining to watch, to say the least. You and Drake beating doors, banging fenders. I mean, whatever you want to call it. You guys put on one heck of a show.
Yeah, just a lot of these guys think of me because I normally am in the back. We're at least mid pack, so there's no bones about it. So a lot of these guys think they can beat on me, and I'm just going to take it. But I'm not scared of nobody. And at the end of the day, it's a game. I don't have to pay to fix it, so it don't bother me to break it.
Yeah, just what was kind of running through your mind on those last few laps as you're battling with some of the top names like Connor and Drake and those guys? I mean, holding them off. What's running through your head?
Don't be intimidated. Hit my marks. Don't be stupid. Don't hit the inside K rail and what is it, 2? All those kind of things is running through my head. Like, just basically don't be stupid.
Well, again, you definitely put on one heck of a show tonight. I'm sure you got some friends, family, and even sponsors you're wanting to give a shout out to.
Absolutely. Want to thank everyone at AMX, y'all, for broadcasting it. Y'all always do a great job. I want to thank everyone at Just a Trim for believing in me. All the sponsors for Just a Trim, Refuse to Lift Media Productions, Buchanan's Paints, K&K Contracting, Eagle Eye Detailing, MDI TV, and AMX iRacing. Then everyone on the Real Car, Beckley Drilling and Blasting Services Inc., Kevin Bailey DDS, St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, MCMB Banks, Access Health, S&S Industrial Maintenance, Right Way Auto, Abco Performance, Bazell Race Fuels, Access Custom Decals, Concrete Transformations, Excel Contracting, and Race City Performance. And then also want to thank my girlfriend for actually sitting here while I raced this league and not being completely annoyed with me doing it, you know.
Yeah, for sure. We always appreciate the girlfriends and the wives letting us do what we do for fun. So again, congrats, and we can't wait to see what kind of show you can put on next week.
Next week I'll be starting where I'm used to starting, so that'll be a little more comforting.
As we've had talks with everybody else, next week you guys get to do the Land Rush start at Crandon Short, so kind of evens out the playing field. But
Yeah,
again, just good luck, and we can't wait to see what you can do.
appreciate y'all.
Absolutely. So as we wrap it up here, as we've been pointing out, we're headed to Crandon Short next week, and then after that, we'll take it to Firebird, another tight technical track, and then off to Bark River, Lucas Oil, some tracks that either drivers love them or hate them, and then Wild West, and then back to Crandon to wrap up the season. So with that, Cody, thank you so much for joining me up here. It's always a blast to get to call the action. Always a blessing, and I'm looking forward to seeing how the rest of the series shapes up.
Yeah, definitely can't wait. Always fun to be here, and thanks for having me.
Absolutely, and everyone else for tuning in. Thanks for being involved, and we look forward to seeing you next week. Have a good evening.